everybody, and welcome to Martin's Music Memory Test. Today's subject is going to be a bit of comedy. So, like I say, those who are new to me, my name is Martin Bell, and I go through my recollection, see if I can actually remember any of the songs from all the albums. Because there's always, most of the time you get an old album, there's always one song you bought it for and stuff. But so what's the next one going to be? Well, it's a comedy one. I've got quite a few comedy albums actually, and I just picked them up. But as soon as I saw it, I know this one is called Derek and Clive, Peter Cook and Dudley Moore. If you're British, you know what I'm talking about. If you're American, you might remember Dudley Moore because he was in the movie 10 all those days. This is a comedy album actually. It was actually pretty straightforward. It's called Derek and Clive Live actually. So hopefully you can see that there. So I'll do the thing like from the Twilight Zone there, kind of like that anyway. So okay, now like I say, this is just when those guys got together and they I don't know how ad lib it was, but it was done on the microphone, and you could hear people laughing in the background, and I have a little story about one of the last song actually of this, but there's no actual, well, there's maybe one song. It's all like I say, stand-up style, because side one was called The Worst Job I Ever Had. Okay, I vaguely remember The Worst Job I Ever Had, and it's, how would I put it? All these songs are crude, okay? I'm talking really crude. If you want to ever come across it, and check it out, you just be prepared, folks. It's a lot of the F word and everything. Because the other one was called this bloke came up to me. So bloke's an English word, and for you Americans, I don't know if you use it. And the other one's called The Worst Job He Ever Had. Okay, so there's another sketch. It's kind of weird these guys go on about it because there's a lot of swearing in it. The Squatter and the Ant is another one they did. Kind of crude about a sex one thing. In the Lav, well, Lav of course in Britain is toilet, and so for you Americans or anybody else. Little Flo, the next one, I vaguely remember that, and then another one's called Just One of Those Songs. I don't remember that one thinking back. I mean, this came out a long time ago in the late 70s, so I think my friend Chris sent me this album, that's it. So side two was called Winky Wanky Woo, well, wanky, okay. If you're British, you know what that word. I think the Americans use it more than anything else. Even used it when I was watching Married with Children recently. I went, oh, good day, wanker country. That was kind of funny. So I'm glad that's being used. Bo Dudley, so it was a spoof of Bo Diddley on that one, I guess. Okay, there was one called Blind. Okay, that's an interesting sketch about the guy who invented Braille. It says. It's a simple one, and it's could be kind of sick when you think about it, okay. And Top Rack, that's making fun of the old ballrooms they used to have in the UK, I think, And the next sketch was called Cancer. Well, yeah, it's pretty sick on that one, but it was good, Like, oh yeah, how's that buddy going? Yeah, is he okay? Yeah, you know what happened? Yeah, cancer. Okay, so you kind of know where that one's going, But the last one is, I'm going to bring this up, it's called Jump. It was a little song on this album that I actually tried it out once using it at a coffee house when it was at high school in Halifax, Halifax West. So this will give you a clue of what this song sounded like. As I was walking down the street one day, I saw a house on fire. There was a man shouting and screaming to an upper story window to the crowd that was gathered there below, for he was so afraid. Jump, you! Jump. See, I won't say it there. I don't want to get in trouble with that, with YouTube. You go hear the rest of it. Jump into this blanket we're holding and you will be alright. He jumped, hit the deck, broke his fracking neck. There was no blanket. So that's part of the punchline, see? Set up punchline. He just did it perfectly, like I hope other comics are doing to me. So basically, that's Derek and Clive Live, folks. You want to try and find it anywhere. If you ever look for albums, I don't know if they were released in the States, but probably in the UK and that. But it's an interesting collection with them. They're both passed on now, of course, in '95 and 2002. So that's kind of sad. So anyway, so thanks for listening to me. I hope you kind of enjoyed that one with my sick sense of humor in those days, and I probably still have it. So if my grandkids ever hear this, don't throw it away, okay, kids? It's a good album. Anyway, this is Martin Bell saying TTFN.